Good world of sports, ahoy! How's everybody doing? Saturday, 3 games, ready to roll. All right. Now, I did bump the ever-living bollocks out of my microphone the other night. So, we've just got to make sure that the audio is coming through all good. I believe it is. Welcome along, Western Water Sports, live on YouTube, live on TikTok, live on the Twitch. For this one, Dragons at home versus the Rabbitohs. And we're underway. Kickoff. The Rabbitohs get us underway, and it's the Dragons with the first hit up. Straight off the back fence. And rumbling it up out of their territory. Yes, welcome along. I had a little bit of a glitch last night. Over went the mixer off the desk. The whole soundboard. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything is still A-OK as the Dragons get through their first set, get the kick away, taken at the back. 10 meters out from their own line here, the Bunnies. Bayleigh Bentley-Hape. That's his name, and he's on debut. That was his first touch. Bayleigh Bentley-Hape. Oh, I've also got a multi in this game. Managed to slap that on just before kickoff. Tui Pelotu, Val Holmes, and Campbell Graham. So that's a pretty good trio, I reckon. Christian Kupkovic, ahoy, mate. Here's Jai Gray. Little pocket rocket. Gets very heavily involved, doesn't he? Fifth and last. And it's back to Humphreys for the clearing kick. Straight down the middle of the field to Gutherson. Gutherson winds up. And a nice straight wall of Rabbitohs defense there to greet him. Oh, and he's holding the back of his head. Gutherson looks at the referee and appeals. Not happy about it. Here's Tui Pelotu. In my try scorers multi, the big man. Val Holmes. Back-to-back runs for two of my multi. Through the hands now, the Dragons spread it wide to the right. Jaden Stewart caught on halfway. Oh, thank you very much for the rose. Mauve. Very much appreciate that. Fifth and last. Ilias puts the kick down for Jai Gray. It's up into the sun, but he does well. Jacob, ahoy, mate. Rabbitohs inside their own 20. On play 2. Campbell Graham straight up the middle. 30 meters out now down this near side. Rabbitohs running from right to left on the screen. Both teams just going through that feeling out process at the moment. Nothing too exciting happening just yet. Fifth and last. Just shy of the halfway line. Back to Humphreys to put it high. Gutherson sets himself under it. Oh no, it's gone beyond Gutherson. It's gone to Sloan out there. Wow, Tyrell Sloan's bulked himself up in the off-season. I can't help but notice. One of the criticisms, I suppose, of Sloan was his size. He's definitely bulked up. Here's Tui Pelotu speaking about bulking up. He's taken down in a 3-man tackle. Just outside their own 30. Cook gives it up now for DeBellin. DeBellin plays it quickly. Cook scoots out a dummy half. Finds some meters. 40 meters out from the Rabbitohs line. Fifth and last down the short side for Ilias to put it high. And it hooks across left. And Jai Gray takes it under no pressure. I think that took everyone by surprise, that kick. Just hooked immediately to the left. One-on-one strip attempt there from Ilias. but still there with the... I'm still getting used to calling Lockie Ilias in a Dragons jersey, playing the Knights here. Space around marker, and Mamazolis takes it up over halfway on play 4. Here's Jai Gray now. 5th and last, 40 metres out. A good set, that one for the Rabbitohs. Humphreys down this near side. He decides to run. Through the hands they go. Isaiah Tass now puts the kick through, and Gutherson will clean it up inside the 10. That was a perfect set. That was a Wayne Bennett rugby league set from the Bunnies there. Oh, yes. I've got a feeling this one is very much going down to the wire. Still inside their own 20 here, the Dragons, and that's play 4. The Rabbitohs, they've just knocked it up a notch. DeBellin will play it on the 5th and last, 25 metres out from their own try line in midfield. A monster of a kick needed here from Ilias. And it is a pretty big kick. Jai Gray takes it his own 20, but the chase couldn't get up quick enough. The Rabbitohs will start their set 40 out from their own line. Great field position. Bentley-Hape short of halfway. Just playing it up the middle here, the Rabbitohs. Campbell Graham straight and up over the halfway line. This is a great opportunity now. Moale inside the 30, almost to the 20. A couple of tackles left now. Humphreys goes right to Cody Walker. Walker dummies. Almost goes through. 5th and last. And a grubber kick through from Mamazelis. It sets up in the end goal. Gutherson makes a mess of it. And they've had to knock it dead. A mistake there from Gutherson. And it will be a goal line dropout. Mitchell Vela Sports. Ahoy, mate. Went for the Dragons in this one. I don't know why. Because you know what I always say? Never underestimate a Wayne Bennett coached team. And it's early days, but the Rabbitohs are just playing just such simple, effective footy. As the Dragons go short with the restart, and Campbell Graham takes the mark. Rabbitohs, a full set of 6 now, 10 metres out from the line. Looking to strike first. Guy Arrow. Just a couple of metres out. Best opportunity of the game so far for either team. Mamazelis to Hubner. 6 again for the Rabbitohs. Mamazelis goes from dummy half. Has he got it down? No, he hasn't. They'll have to go back and play it 10 metres out. Those the games last night. They were interesting, weren't they? A couple of upsets. Sean Kepi. They got 6 again here, the Rabbitohs, so that's play 2. A couple of metres out. Cody Walker. Here they come, that left edge attack. The ball. A bounce pass for Bentley-Hape. Well defended from the Dragons. Poor pass, though, from Cody Walker. Here is Kalamatangi. Richard Trainer, ahoy, mate. Rabbitohs fan 1 on TikTok says, come on, Rabbits. Humphreys dummies, takes the line on. And he's taken just a metre short. 5th and last. Cody Walker through the hands to Kalamatangi. Pop pass around the back. Jai Gray puts boot to ball and then spills it in the goal area. Jaden Sewer picks it up. And they're going to have a look here. Ashley Klein wants to have a look. It's gone up as no try, and Jai Gray is appealing that he was held off the ball. So this could be penalty try. Fifth and last, they put it through the hands. Jai Gray puts a grubber kick through. Cyril Sloan loses it backwards. Oh, and he's held him back off the... This is going to potentially a penalty try. Lachie Ilias has held him back. This could very well be penalty try. Penalty try incoming. Well, who had penalty try as the first option? So Lachie Ilias was on the ground. He has reached up and grabbed the jersey of Jai Gray, preventing him from winning the chase to the ball. And the penalty try has been awarded. The little flick pass from Kalamatangi. Penalty try for Jai Gray. Rabbitohs in the lead. And I tell you what, the Rabbitohs are playing a very typical Wayne Bennett style of game here. It's basic. Just get through your set, complete, kick well. I might have made a big mistake here in my tip. Big mistake. Jamie Humphreys from right in front. Smacks it over. And the Rabbitohs are up 6-0. A penalty try for Jai Gray. Left him out of my multi as well, Richard Trainer. When will I learn? Well, what a start. You know, the Dragons also gave up a penalty try last week as well. So that's interesting. That'll be something to keep an eye on. The Dragons and penalty tries. Gutherson with the restart. Cody Walker takes it in the goal. Feeds one of his forwards. Owali, that is 10 metres out from their own try line now, the Bunnies. Rabbitohs fan, you tipped the Knights, Manly, Panthers, Dragons, Broncos, Eels. We got the Knights right. I went the Knights as well. I went exactly the same, except I went Tigers. I've gone for the Tigers to beat the Eels. The Tigers with their full spine back. Happy Coruscant and Jareem Buller back for the Tigers this week. Of course, didn't play in round one. So I'm anticipating a much better performance, a full 80-minute performance. Oh, Jamie Humphreys has been towelled up here as he gets the kick away. And it's gone out on the full. Penalty now to the Dragons. Cody Walker not happy about it. That was big kick chase pressure. And a penalty. The Rabbitohs were in front of the kicker. Well, they got all messed up there, and now a chance for the Dragons. Moses Dooley. Richard Trainer, you took the Roosters. Wow, that was very, very brave. But I did say, I'm not sure who caught it, but I did say in the lead up to that stream, people are very, very surprised by the score in that game. Now, when I said that, I wasn't meaning that I thought the Roosters would win. I was meaning I thought it would be close, as Gutherson now finds some space. Cut out pass right onto the chest of Sloan, and Tyrrell Sloan scores in the corner. They've hit straight back the Dragons. Gutherson found the space and perfectly executed pass. Tyrrell Sloan hits back for the Dragons. Again, not in my multi. Six points to 4, the kick to come. Yes, my multi constituting of Tui Pelotu, Val Holmes, and Campbell Graham. Jason Callaway, we literally just did Super Rugby yesterday. That fantastic match between the Highlanders and the Hurricanes. And we'll be covering the Chiefs versus the Blues after this one. DLC. Dragons are the best. They are going to win. And I'm going to say Gutho is going to score. Well, he didn't score that try, but he certainly set it up. Gutherson with a try assist. 6 points to 4. Val Holmes from out wide. And yes, we'll be doing the Broncos game. So it's this one, Chiefs versus Blues in Super Rugby, and then back to Broncos Raiders as Holmes hooks it off to the right. By the way, in amongst all that, missed the conversion. 6 points to 4 it remains. And a good start to this game, really, for both teams. Both teams completing at pretty well near 100%. And I'm feeling a little bit better about my tip now. 6 points to 4. Dragons now receive the kickoff. Big charge up the middle of the field. Well defended, though, by the Bunnies. 30 metres out from their own line. Now DeBellin puts it through the hands. And there's Leilua. Big Luciano. Leilua. 30 metres out. Gula, flick pass back. Keeping it alive for Cook to DeBellin. Through the hands now. Ilias to Sewer. Standing and offloading in the tackle. Finally, they go to ground. On play 4, 25 minutes left in the first half. Sewer up over halfway. Offloads to Gutherson in space. Gets the pass back for Flanagan. And that'll be the 5th and last 40 metres out from the try line. Good set, this one for the Dragons. Ilias from 40 out in midfield puts it high, contestable. And Sloan gets through. But what a take by the debutant, Bayleigh Bentley-Hape. Under immense pressure. And he comes down with that ball with ease in the end. Rabbitohs back in possession. 6 points to 4. Almost a quarter of the way through this game. Down the short side, here's Jai Arrow running like a back. Puts the fend on, but he's wrapped up there by Cook. Stands in the tackle, and it's quick play the ball. Walker in midfield to Jai Gray. Gray puts the goose step on. And he's chopped down. 40 out from the try line. 5th and last. Humphreys changes directions. Kicks high down the near side. Gutherson hooking up into the sun. Takes the catch. Heads back across in front of his post. Now he straightens. Beats one. But he's taken 15 out from their own try line here. Val Holmes. Bunnies to score soon. Reckons... Is that AI stories or OWL? OWL or AI? I don't know. I never know if it's a lowercase L or an uppercase I. Jack DeBellin up to halfway now on play 5. Ilias changes direction for the kick. And it's well taken. A good leap there by Fletcher Myers. Short side now for Campbell Graham. Rabbitohs. 20 out from their own line. Fletcher Myers took the catch. Now he's taken the hit up. Doing it through the centres at the moment, the Rabbitohs. From dummy half, Mamazelis to Jai Gray. He's taken on the fifth and last. 40 out from their own line. Big kick here from Humphreys. Low and flat, straight down the middle. And it sits up nicely at the back for Gutherson. Dummies to Leilua, or to Tuipulotu, sorry. And Gutherson goes to ground. Over on that far sideline, 30 out from their own line. Tuipulotu beats the first defender. Slightly flat ball there from dummy half. Lucky to get away with that. Cook now to Gutherson at first receiver. Just takes it up to the halfway line on play 4. Simple, basic stuff here from both teams. Leilua bobbles. Manages to hold on. Fifth and last. 40 out from the Bunnies line. Ilias puts it high. Pressure on Bentley-Hape again. Oh, but he's so secure under the high ball, the debutant. This kid's on debut, and they're peppering him with high balls. And he is just saying, you're more than welcome to keep doing it. I'm up to the task. Good to see. Jai Gray now darts out of dummy half. Brought down by Cook. Plays the ball to no one. Cody Walker had to race in. Both teams 10 from 10 completions for the Bunnies. 8 from 8 for the Dragons. Surely a mistake is on its way from somebody. They can't keep completing at 100%. Fifth and last now on halfway. Humphreys puts the kick up. Sloan plants himself under it and surrenders in the tackle. D. Elsie says, I even think that Tuipulotu is going to score the wing. Me too. Me too. Tuipulotu, Val Holmes, and Campbell Graham. Almost a quarter of the way through this game. 6 points to 4. Nice close one. Gutherson in at first receiver again. Campbell Graham flies up on Val Holmes. Well read. He knew that pass was going out the back. An early kick from Damien Cook. Gray backtracking. Takes it on the full. Returns it to the 30. Again, a completed set. Both teams still going 100%. Jaden Sullivan on the field. I saw him there. Now Cody Walker takes the line on. Dummies. Oh, Campbell Graham's been wiped out here. Penalty to Souths. And that's Jai Arrow who's on the deck. Taken without the ball. Jai Arrow. Oh, was it shoulder as well from Val Holmes? Either way, it's a penalty to the Bunnies. Reynold Adam, ahoy they mate. Still Dragons will be good for the win. I hope so. I tipped them. Well, when I say I hope so, I don't really care. I've tipped the Rabbitohs to make the 8 this season, so really wouldn't care if they won. But I tipped the Dragons in this game. Touchfinder goes inside the 20. Full set of 6 here for the Bunnies on the attack. 12 out from the try line. And, oh, what's happened here? HIA. Someone's getting called off for HIA. Oh, that'd be Jai Arrow, I suppose. That high shot from Val Holmes earlier. And off he wanders. Jai Arrow off for a HIA. That's a big loss in the forwards. I dare say he'll be okay, but still, this is an unexpected replacement that they've had to make here, the Rabbitohs. And at least if he's ruled out, they can activate the 18th man because it was from a penalty. Anyway, he's not happy about it. Jai Arrow. And they play the ball 10 metres out. Moali in front of the posts. On play 2. Mamazelis goes right for the number 17 there. Totola bikes his way through. From dummy half, it opens up and Mamazelis goes through to score. The Dragons raced up off the line. And that left all the space in the world for Mamazelis. Poor goal line defense from the Dragons. They were only ever looking for the pass. And Mamazelis says, thank you very much. Look at this. They race up off the line. And the cheeky little dummy half just ducks under. Scores under the post. 10 points to 4. The kick to come. Really, really poor goal line defending. Gutherson was the culprit there. Wow. The Rabbitohs. Just such a simple game plan. Complete your sets, get the kick away. Why have I gone against the master coach? Jim Condon, ahoy mate. Jamie Humphries from right in front. Should have no issue with this. Pops it over. He's had an easy day so far with the goal kicks, Jamie Humphries. Both from right in front. And the Bunnies lead 12 points to 4. Incredible. Wayne Bennett, he just keeps doing it. Just keeps on doing it, doesn't he? The master coach. Richard Trainer, you took the Dragons. You took the Dragons. Took the Sharks, the Broncos, but you think the Green Machines may just pinch it. Tigers without confidence. And the Bulldogs over the Titans. Back underway. Pretty good picks there, Richard Trainer. Pretty similar to mine. I too have backed the Tigers, but with very little confidence. As the ball spills free in the tackle, and the Dragons will have a full set of 6. 15 metres out or so from the try line. They can hit straight back again here, the Dragons. And that is the first incomplete set of the game. I did say an error was surely not too far away. Scrum down in midfield, 20 metres out. The Dragons looking to hit straight back. 10 metres out from the line. Sloan plays it. That's the first tackle. Flanagan, inside ball. Goes to Couchman. He'll play it on tackle 2. 5 out from the line. To the left of the uprights. Cook fires it out now for Flanagan. Inside ball is the go-to again. And out from the line now. Cook goes left. For Flanagan again. Calls the runner on the inside. They are just setting up. Look for a cutout pass out wide. That's 3 in a row now. They've gone inside. Here's Flanagan now. Out the back to Ilias. To Gutherson, who gets on the outside. Pops the pass over to Sully, who feeds Tyrrell Sloan. And Sloan scores in the corner again. 12 points to 8. The kick to come. Sloan gets a double. And goal kicking could prove to be the decisive factor here in this one. Val Holmes, he's had a sighter from this exact spot earlier. And that's another one set up by Gutherson. He's not much chop in defense, but he's making up for it on attack today. Sloan dots down right in the corner. Difficult conversion again here for Val Holmes. 12 points to 8. From the sideline, Holmes hooks this horribly out to the left. $12 points to 8. 2 missed conversions is the difference between the two teams. Russell, Inu Jr., ahoy mates. Sloan owes Bangai a beer. 2 meat pies already. Yes, indeed. DLC. You picked Tyrell Sloan for 2, and he's got 2. 15 minutes to go in the first half still. He could get 3. Leilua plays it on tackle 3. 30 out from their own line here. The Dragons set after points. 12 points to 8. 14 and a half to go. Gutherson up to the 40. Throws it out the back. The shift is on. Here's Sully cutting back in field. Beats 2 defenders. Sully up over halfway. And he's finally brought to ground. 5th and last. Another good set. Ilias puts the ball high, straight down the middle. Jai Gray takes it and ducks under the tackle. 15 metres out from their own line, the Rabbitohs. Two tries apiece, just the missed conversions. That's the difference in this game so far. Richard Trainer loves the Bunnies about as much as I love the Broncos. Love it. I love it. I love the passion, the passionate rugby league supporters. 5th and last now for the Rabbitohs. Humphreys on halfway, puts it high. Gutherson tracking back, takes it over his shoulder. And he's got Sloan there to take the hit up. And Tyrell Sloan, I can't help but notice, I know I said it about 5 or so minutes ago, I said it, but he's clearly bulked up. Definitely got a bit more size to him this season. George Alarm says, my prediction, Rabbitohs in rugby league by 30 points. Wow. 30 points, eh? So expecting a very, very big blowout in the second half, it would seem. Ilias onto DeBellin. That's play 4 now for the Dragons. Cut out pass. Gives some space for Val Holmes. It's been knocked down by the Rabbitohs. This will be 6 more tackles for the Dragons. $12 minutes to go. And if the Rabbitohs don't get a touch on that ball, Tui Pelotu's away. The well defended there, Fletcher Myers. Still inside their own half here, the Dragons. But a scrum down, 40 metres out from their own try line. And over on that far touch. Elsie, they were pretty difficult kicks, in fairness. Both were on the sideline. But I suppose the concerning thing is he didn't even get close. Like usually, if you miss one from a particular spot, you adjust and you get the next one right. And they were both sideline kicks, both difficult, but he didn't even get close with either one of them. That was alarming, I guess. As Flanagan heads across field, links up with Gutherson, who cuts straight through. He's got support from Val Holmes, who spills it. Val Holmes has dropped the ball cold under no pressure. The try line beckoning. And a 0 tackle now for the Rabbitohs. Off the hook. Oh, Valentine. He was away. Just needed to catch the ball. It was a great pass as well from Gutherson. Tia, you just need Moses Dooley to score now. Very nice. Well, they are attacking a lot down his edge as the Rabbitohs now. Fifth and last, 40 metres out from the line. Mamazoulis goes to Humphreys for the kick, puts it high. Contestable ball up into the sun. Sloan comes forward and leaps into the air and takes it well. What a take, Terrell Sloan. Dragons back in possession now, 20 metres their own side of halfway. 10.5 to go till the break, and that's a big charge from Tuipulotu. Breaks the line clean, needs support. Gutherson lurking on the inside. Tuipulotu goes on his own. And Jai Gray cuts him down with a great legs tackle. 25 out from the line and front foot ball now the Dragons. In midfield, Hamish Stewart just has a settler. That's the fourth. Down the short side, Flanagan. Cut out ball for Holmes. Holmes to Tuipulotu. Tuipulotu's been taken high and into touch. Penalty to the Dragons. And do they have a case here for a penalty try? Probably not, because there were two defenders involved. High contact there on Tuipulotu by Campbell Graham as he was diving for the corner. Geez, they might have actually had a case there for a penalty try. They thought about it hard enough. DeBellin. That's tackle one. A couple of meters out. The Dragons looking for the lead. Racing up quickly on Flanagan. Laumatangi puts him down. Tackle two. 10 out. Flow to get up here, Flanagan. He wants a penalty. Oh, it looks like there's been a head clash. Laumatangi's bleeding. Anyway, they're a meter short now, the Dragons. They come right. Couchman, 6 again for inside the 10. They surely score here, the Dragons. Flanagan onto Leilua, who gets on the outside. Gives it to Holmes. Holmes is dumped. Quick play, the ball to nobody, but they get there just in time. The Dragons. Cook now to Flanagan. And here's Hamish Stewart. Rumbles it up. 10 out from the line on play 3. 8.5 to go till the break. Flanagan brings it right. Dummies and goes through. And Jai Gray wraps him up a couple of meters short. 2 tackles left here. Cook to Ilias. The short ball for Sewer. Jaden Sewer is close. 5th and last, a meter out. Well defended so far from the Rabbitohs. Ilias with the kick across. It's taken and lost by Hamish Stewart. Loses it forward. Flanagan dives on the ball and the try's been awarded, but we'll have a look. The try's been given to Kyle Flanagan. Now the ball's spilt free. Hamish Stewart has taken it in the air and fallen to the ground, and the ball has spilt free somehow. Flanagan dives on it and scores under the post, but we need to have a look at how that ball came free. Well, he's offloaded it backwards, and it's been tapped down by Jai Gray. That's off the Souths. That's off Souths backwards, and Flanagan has scored a try under the post. So there we go. Couchman goes to ground, pops the ball back, and it's been tapped into the in-goal area by the Rabbitohs. Try is good. 12 points all. Gina Ferracini, ahoy, mate. How are you? The try is good. So there we go. So that's what happened. Hamish Stewart took the ball in the air, comes to ground, and he pops the pass off the deck. It's been whacked backwards by the Rabbitohs. I thought it was lost forward. But it was knocked back by the Bunnies into the end goal. And Val Holmes surely can't miss this one. Right in front. Taking his sweet time about it. Got the radar working on this occasion. Val Holmes puts it over. And the Dragons lead 14 points to 12. 7 minutes to go, just under, until the halftime break. Good news for the Rabbitohs as Jai Arrow back onto the field. User 9610. You need Campbell Graham and you win 2.5K. Very nice. You had Sloan 2 tries, Gray 1 try, and Graham 1 try. Oh, well, you're nearly there, mate. You are nearly there. Me, I'm a long way away. I still need all 3. 6.5 to go till the halftime break. 14 points to 12. I only put $10 on mine. $10 for a $140 payout. Not bad. Hey, hey, 222, ahoy. The Dragons now through DeBellin. Pops it up for Hamish Stewart, 5th and last. Just shy of the halfway line. Back for Ilias to kick. Sends it down into the corner for Bentley-Hape. Tracks it back to the 10 meters line, and he's wrapped up and driven backwards in a 3-man Dragons tackle. Big defense needed here from the Dragons. 5.5 to go till the break. They don't want to let this slip. Gray in at first receiver. Dummies. Takes the line on. One thing I really appreciate about Jai Gray, like he's a little pocket rocket, a little nugget. He's not afraid to get involved, though. Gets in and does the hard yards, the hard yakka. 5th and last now for the Bunnies. 40 out from their own line. Humphreys kicks. He kicks long. And Sloan is back to take it on the 10 meters line. Now brings it outside the 20. And that'll be play 1 in midfield. I better see what all the fuss is about out here. The neighbours are getting a Woolworths delivery. My dog's going ballistic. Tackle 4 here, the Dragons on halfway. Cook goes left. And Couchman looks to offload and spills it. He's knocked it on. Couchman looking to push the pass. And this is a good opportunity now for the Rabbitohs. They've been presented a gift. They'll start the set on their own 40-meter line. Drizzy, go to Hoy, mate. How are you going? You had the Rabbitohs by 20. I had the Dragons 1-12. And yeah, the bloody Warriors, hey? It must be so difficult to be a Warriors fan, right? Unbelievable. They show up whenever they decide to show up. They're such a hard team to tip. 6 again here for the Bunnies on halfway. Big defense in midfield to Tola. Takes it 40 metres out. Mamazelis sends it right for Humphreys to Walker. Cut out pass for Campbell Graham, who cuts back in field. That's the third. 25 out from the line. The Rabbitohs have been given an opportunity here to strike before the break. 20 metres out. Straight up the middle now. Humphreys calls the troops around. Out the back for Gray, who sends it on to Bentley-Hape, who's taken it to touch. Was he taken high? Yes, he was. Exactly the same as down the other end. A high contact, tackling over the sideline. And a penalty to Souths. Drizzy Goat says, yeah, I'm from New Zealand. Let's see if them bums can show some consistency. Talking about the Warriors, obviously. 2 minutes until the halftime break. Full set of 6 now for the Rabbitohs. 10 out from the line. Talamatangi will play it on tackle 1. Half a metre out. Flat pass. And in fact, it's forward. A forward pass. And that is a huge let-off. Right before the halftime break. A massive, massive let-off. Well, Wayne Bennett won't be happy with that at all, to say the least. A minute and a half to go until halftime. Souths could have taken all the momentum into the break. And now Val Holmes steps inside Humphreys. Comes back at him. Let's play 1. 15 out from their own line here, the Dragons. Batala Mariner will play at 25 out. Over into midfield they go. Ilias bobbles, but keeps it alive. Dooley is brought down on the 40-metre line. Getting the offload away now for Couchman. Inside the last minute. Leanne Santa Rosa, ahoy! How are you going? Loose pass over the sideline. And then Sully is happy to just take it into touch. Well, there's time for the scrum. Defunk says it's too early in the season. Talk making judgments on consistency. Oh, and Souths have thrown it forward from the scrum. A forward pass off the back of the scrum. You can't believe it. From dummy half. The second set of 6 in a row. A forward pass. Unbelievable. "17 seconds left in the half. Tui Pelotu will take the hit up and send us into the break. Slow play the ball. It's called for milking. And they're going to have a shot at 2-point field goal from a long way out. It was well to the left. And that's the halftime break. Well, why not? Why not take a shot at the 2-point field goal? There we go. 14 points to 12 at the halftime break. Dragons over the Rabbitohs at home. Can they go the full 80? That'll be the question. And Wayne Bennett, well, the first half was so good from the Rabbitohs. And then those simple errors at the back end. And they'll also be concerned about their defense as well. 4 clean line breaks. 4 clean breaks in that half to the Dragons. So that's not good enough for a Wayne Bennett coached team. For the Dragons, geez, they could have been up 18-12. The goal kicking has let them down. So we've got coming up after this one, we've got the Chiefs taking on the Blues in Super Rugby, and then we'll be back for NRL. Broncos versus the Raiders. $14 to 12 at halftime here. No ticks off the multi so far. What can the second half bring? Blacks Shark says, will both wingers of each team score? Okay, so, well, Tyrrell Sloan's already got 2. So that means in the second half, we would still need Tui Pelotu, Cass, and Bentley-Hape. Can't see that happening. Not for both teams. That'd be a tough one, I dare say. All 3 try scorers. Yeah, I'm struggling to see that. Hey, 222 says, can't wait for the Raiders game. I know, it's going to be so exciting. I can't wait for having a stream where I'm actually supporting the Raiders. It's going to feel so weird for everybody, myself included. Dylan says, up the mighty Saints. And hopefully Valentine Holmes can find his kicking boots during the break. What about Valentine Holmes to score? Well, Val Holmes is in my multi, so I would like him to score, but he's had his opportunity. He's not going well today, Val Holmes. Hopefully he gets a stern talking to at the halftime break and he comes out firing in the second half. Drizzy Goat says Sharks by 16 and Broncos by 24. I do think that Broncos-Raiders game is going to surprise a few people. Really do. I think the Cowboys are going to go a lot better this week. That said, the Sharks should win comfortably. I agree with Sharks by 16. But I don't think the Broncos are going to have it all their own way this week. A Ricky Stewart coach team. They're very gritty and determined, the Raiders. And I think they'll keep it into a dogfight. NRL edits 324. Who have I got winning, Rabbitohs or Dragons? Look, I'm sticking with the Dragons. I tipped the Dragons 1 to 12. And yes, I'm going to stick with that. I haven't seen anything really from that first half to suggest otherwise. The Rabbitohs have had 1 line break, 4 to the Dragons. So they're creating more opportunity. And it'd be a little bit more comfortable for them if Val Holmes had his kicking boots on. Yes, they were 2 difficult conversions from out wide, but you would expect your first choice goal kicker in the NRL, you would expect going to nail at least 50 of those sideline conversions. It's on 0 at the moment. So that could be an issue. Dylan, you're going to the Canberra game tonight. Canberra's only 50 minutes up the road. Nice. Very nice. Should be a good game. It really should be. People are expecting the Broncos to just come out and wipe the floor with the Raiders. I don't think that's going to happen. DLC says, let's go Raiders, let's go. Yes, indeed. I shall be a Raiders supporter. For one night only. Don't get used to it. All right, halftime here, 14 points to 12. A quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back for the second half. Hopefully kickoff not too far away. And, of course, don't forget Chiefs versus the the Blues coming up in Super Rugby. And then the Broncos versus the Raiders after that. DLC, you're moving today, are you? Exciting. Wonder where you're off to. Cal says, are you missing a try scorer? I'm missing all 3 try scorers. All 3. I need Tui Pilotu, Val Holmes, and Campbell Graham. NRL edits 324. You've tipped the Broncos, but you don't think the Raiders will back down. I think Broncos fans think they will smash them. Exactly right. That's what I was just talking about, NRL edits. I think the Broncos win. So I've tipped the Broncos. But the Raiders, they'll be in for this fight. The Raiders, though, they're going to miss Tapine. Tapine's a big out. And Xavier Savage also, of course, out of this game. So no Savage, no Tapine. They'll still be in the fight, though, the Raiders. But I do think the Broncos win. It will surprise some people, though. I'm brave enough to say that it will surprise some people how close this game actually ends up being. That's my prediction. It might even go to Golden Point. The Broncos, though, I think they do have a pretty good record in Canberra. Not completely certain about that. Let's have a look at the head-to-heads for that game. Okay. 34-10 and 29-18. The last 2 games. 29-18 at GIO Stadium. Yeah, okay. It should have been a lot more. Katoni Staggs missed 4 conversions. Six tries to 3 it was that night. Yeah, okay. I still think it's going to be a close one. NRL edits, you tipped the Sharks. You don't think the Cowboys win, but you thought Manly would smash and the Panthers. Yes, a couple of upsets already this round. Shark Arrow 4 on the Twitch says Hope, Pass, and Damien scores. I just want anyone from my multi to score. Anyway, it's a $10 bonus bet, so it doesn't really bother me all that much, I suppose. But yes, I'm still waiting on Christian Tuipulotu, who got close, by the way. Tuipulotu got very, very close to scoring in that first half. Val Holmes also probably should have already scored. He just needed to catch the damn ball. Just catch the ball, Val. And Campbell Graham, yeah, he's not looking likely, Campbell Graham. I honestly thought Campbell Graham would come back into the team just full of running and determination, and I thought he would have like a sensational year coming back from injury. But he hasn't been. He's been a little bit flat. To be perfectly honest. It's been disappointing for Campbell Graham so far. So the try scorers in this game. Jai Gray got a penalty try to open the scoring. And Mamazoulis was the other try scorer for the Rabbitohs. For the Dragons, Tyrell Sloan has scored 2, and Kyle Flanagan got the other one. Fake Slim Shady, ahoy, mate. How are you? So, yeah, there you go. Jai Gray, Mamazoulis, Sloan, and Kyle Flanagan. That's your try scorers for this game so far. Still another 40 to go. Exactly right, Shark Arrow. 40 minutes left. Anything could happen. Great win by the Wars last night. Yeah. Oh, the Warriors. Honestly. Such a painful team to try and predict, aren't they? I mean, this is just typical Warriors. Win the games that they shouldn't win, lose the games you expect them to. Must be so difficult being a Warriors supporter. But yes, fake Slim Shady. It was a great win. They were up for it, and they kind of had to in a way, didn't they? They were embarrassed after Las Vegas. Rabbitohs fan 1 says, let's go Rabbits. Makes sense. As a Dogs fan, just great to see teams like the Wars win. James Speed says, Force were playing good in the second half. Yes, that reminds me. Let's get a Super Rugby update. Oh, Crusaders 48-21, 61st minute. Yeah, looking quite comfortable. Quite comfortable there now, the Crusaders. Yes, Rabbitohs fans. So we're obviously going to finish this game. Dragons versus the Rabbitohs, second half coming up momentarily. And then we'll be switching over to Super Rugby for the Chiefs versus the Blues. A must-win encounter for the Blues as they fight to keep their season alive. Then we'll be coming back to the NRL, Raiders versus the Broncos later tonight. Here come the teams out for the second half. Cody Walker has been very quiet tonight, actually, and his service has been poor to his outside backs. So they're going to need a much better second half from him. John L., ahoy there. Welcome along. Here comes the home side. The Dragons back out onto the park. Oh, if Cody Walker scores, you get an 11K multi. Oh, well, we've got to cheer that on. All right, so we need Cody Walker for 11K. Somebody else needs Campbell Graham for 2.5K. So we've got... and Campbell Graham will be great for my multi as well. So... Vincent Spears music, ahoy mate. I will be watching the Sharks game. I'll have it on in the background, but yeah, we'll be covering the Super Rugby. Second half is underway. Gutherson with the kickoff. Bomb squad, ahoy mate. Rabbitohs fan. Campbell Graham for 5K. Sorry, I cut your profits in half. My apologies. And the Rabbitohs will have first use of the ball in the second 40. Humphreys just sends it on down the line. And Jai Arrow, who's back on the field, passing his HIA. Great news for the Rabbitohs. Dallas Duncan takes it out to the 30. Fifth and last now for the Bunnies. On their own 40-meter line, Humphreys sends it down the middle. Gutherson sets himself under it and links up with Sloan to hit it back. Sloan brings it out to the 20. And Campbell Graham and Arrow, they're there to wrap him up and bring him down. 25 out from their own line, the Dragons. Rabbitohs fan, I go for the Sharks. Val Holmes. And a poor showing so far from him tonight. Needs a big second half. Patala Mariner on the fourth tackle, just outside the 40. Straight up the middle goes Couchman on a good run. Fifth and last, just inside the Rabbitohs territory. It goes back for Ilias to kick. He puts it high, out to the right edge, taken by Bentley-Hape. They continue to pepper him with those high balls, and he continues to take them. his NRL debut. And he's doing a fantastic job there as Jai Gray now changes angle. He's wrapped up on play 2. Cody Walker in at dummy half. Fires the pass out. Slow going here for the Rabbitohs. Graham up towards the halfway line. Play 4. It seems like they haven't really come out of the blocks yet in the second half. Both teams very slow. Here's Walker now. Takes the line on. And Kalamatangi fends off one. Sends it back into the middle. Duncan gets the arms free, but no support. 5th and last. Rabbitohs 30 out. To Humphreys. Puts the ball high. Contestable kick. Sloan's under it. Takes it. And breaks away now. Sloan in open space. And he's caught on the 20 and dumped in a big tackle by Totola. Great work there from Sloan. A lot of hands on hips already. 3 minutes into this second half. Stamina might prove to be a big factor in this one for Tala Mariner now. On the 3rd. Rabbitohs fan tipped 30-32. 30-32. Dragons win. There you go. A high-scoring, close game. I love it. Up over halfway now, the Dragons. On the 5th and last in midfield. Ilias puts it high. Again, targeting Bentley-Hape, who takes it well. Takes the line on. He returns the kick. 30 out. The Rabbitohs to start this set. And a slow start to the second half. As you expect, both teams have got to get back into the flow of things after the break. Nothing unusual about what we're seeing so far. Duncan puts it through the hands to Humphreys. Inside ball for Jai Arrow. That's tackle 4. Up over halfway they go here, the Rabbitohs. They're winning the territory in the second half so far. Early days, though, of course. 5th and last. 30 out. They stay on the short side. Humphreys. Inside to Gray. And it opens up for him. And it's called a forward pass. Another forward pass from the Bunnies. That's like the 4th one. 3rd or 4th. Oh, Gray, he was in open spaces. That's a rough call, I think. Anyway, they don't seem to be blowing up about it too much, so if the players aren't blowing up about the call, it's probably accurate. But some promising signs there for the Bunnies. It might have been a forward pass, but they opened them up pretty easily there back on the inside. Dragons survive. Flanagan. Dummies. Takes the line on. Play 3. Over halfway now. Couchman. Full of running Toby Couchman. Another strong carry. 40 out from the try line now. Flanagan to Leilua out the back to Gutherson, who gets the arms free. And Tui Pelotu, the in and away. Tui Pelotu for the corner. Steps back in field. Offloads. And Flanagan will get a double. Kyle Flanagan gets a double. The Dragons strike first in the second half. Tui Pelotu with the offload and the try assist. But the break was set up by Clint Gutherson. That Gutherson-Tui Pelotu connection. The in and away. And he completely stood up Jai Arrow. The agility of Tui Pelotu to get the arm free and offload back in field for Flanagan. Probably could have gone on his own, the big fella. No, he was a bit far out, wasn't he? Kyle Flanagan with a double. It's 18 points to 12. The kick to come. Justin Liu says, come on, Dragons. Try confirmed. Well, that took a while. I wonder what they were looking at. Jaden. No try scorers have hit yet. Tui Pilotu got close. Val Holmes should have scored one. He just needed to catch the ball, but he dropped it cold. And Campbell Graham is not looking likely at all. Holmes from just to the left of the post puts it over, and the Dragons lead 20 points to 12. A double for Sloan, a double for Flanagan. Justin Liu needs Val Holmes as well. And we've also got to cheer on Cody Walker and Campbell Graham, because there's a couple of people in the chat room with some big money awaiting the outcome of that. So we want to cheer that on. Humphreys gets us back underway. 20 points to 12. A great start to the second half for the Dragons. But Taylor Mariner is rocked backwards in the tackle. He'll play at 10 up from his own line. Chiefs versus the Blues in Super Rugby coming up next, and then we'll be back for Raiders versus the Broncos as Couchman with another strong carry. Oh, Toby Couchman has been immense here today. He bends the line. Oh, Jai Arrow's down again. Jai Arrow is down on his haunches again. If he's copped another head clash, he is done for the day. This is the end of Jai Arrow today. He's already been off for a HIA. He passed it and came back, but now he's down again. Oh, yep. The head straight into the hips of Couchman. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That'll be Jai Arrow's day done, I suspect. And yes, off the field he goes. HIA number 2. And that'll be it for him, I dare say. Rabbitohs fan 1, you got 1K on Ben Hunt to score 2. Ben Hunt for a double, hey? Well, I hope that one works out for you. So Jai Arrow, off for his second HIA. And that'll be his night done. Tackle 4 now for the Dragons, 30 out from their own line. Patala Mariner, happy to just set it up for the kick. Look for Ilias. Where is he? He's on the short side. From inside the 40, changes angle there. Ilias kicks down for this near edge. It was inside the 40. Jai Gray's watching it. Oh, he was just outside the 40. Well, Jai Gray was very, very lackadaisical there. So he obviously knew that Ilias had taken a step outside the 40. 9.5 gone in the second half. Happy to just slow the pace down here, the Rabbitohs. Let their big men get back. Humphreys into dummy half, and now Pitola. Very, very slow. So obviously the sun beaming down. It'll make it very, very hot out there, and stamina will play a big part in the back end of this game. Campbell Graham on the shift up towards halfway. Now beyond Cody Walker onto Gray. Dummies, double pumps, still going Gray. Fifth and last, 40 out from the Dragons line. Back it comes now for Humphreys. Kicks down the short side. And Gutherson takes it 5 out and heads across field. Straightens. Gutherson goes straight through. He beats another. And he's brought down. A good kick return, 30 metres out from his own line. Quick play the ball needed. And Sloan heads back down the short side. Probably not the right option there. Heading back into traffic. He's been wrapped up, and now they've lost the ball. Moses Sully drops it cold, and here come the Rabbitohs. Sully is the best. Ahoy, mate. You're having fish and chips for dinner. Very nice. 30 out from the line. 0 tackle. Here come the Bunnies. Hubner to Humphreys. Inside ball is spilt. They've lost it on 0 tackle, and the Dragons are back in possession. Oh, Wayne Bennett will be furious. Furious in the coach's box. 0 tackle, and they've coughed it up. And now Val Holmes goes on a dart. And they win the penalty. Holding down in the play of the ball. Well, just compounding the errors there for the Rabbitohs. A piggyback penalty upfield. Who have we got there? Thank you very much for, what is it, a cowboy hat? Jack Rainsford. A hat and mustache. Thank you very much, Jack. I appreciate that. As the Dragons go on the attack. 30 out from the line. They go right. Stewart straightens the attack. 20 metres out on play 3. Back into midfield. Flanagan. Dummies out the back and fends off one. Gets the ball free. And it's been lost forward. Knock on by Flanagan pushing the pass. And the errors creeping into this game big time. Are they going to challenge this? Well, Captain challenged the caller knock on. Well, he lost it. I thought it was pretty clear. Vinny Max, 17. You're playing Rugby League Low 4. Who's excited for the new upcoming Rugby League game, by the way, that was just recently announced? It's been a long time since we've had a proper Rugby League game. So there we go. Flanagan spilling the ball. Challenge is burnt. Oh, and it's gone back. He's going to win this challenge. Oh, there you go. Kyle Flanagan is going to win this challenge. As long as Couchman collects this cleanly. And he does. He dives on it. And the Dragons... successful challenge. That's huge here for the Dragons. And the Rabbitohs have lost another one. All right, tackle 4, 10 metres out for Taylor Mariner. On the 5th and last. Low play the ball. They come left for Ilias to Flanagan. Gutherson has got Tui Pelotu in open space. And Tui Pelotu slides over in the corner to score. The Dragons are on a roll. We finally get a tick off the multi. Tui Pelotu in the corner. And he is pumped up. The Dragons are pumped up. With 28 minutes remaining. They're leading 24-12. Christian Tui Pelotu. Gutherson to Tui Pelotu. What a combination. Here it was, 5 metres out. They were lined up to the left. Beautiful formation. And guilty of running up out of the line there. The Bunnies jamming in. Acres of space for Tui Pelotu. And it was Fletcher Myers guilty of jamming in. 15 metres of space for Tui Pelotu. And that was an easy try in the end for the Dragons. 2 more to go, says Shark Arrow. "27 minutes left. There is still plenty of time for the Rabbitohs. It's only 2 converted tries at the moment, and the way Val Holmes has been kicking, Oh, tell me about it. Doggy Sanger. Fantastic username. 13 to hear you say Val just needed to catch the ball for a try. You got him first leg of your multi. And he's in my try scorer multi as well, so it was very, very painful. Speaking of Val, here he is. He's had a lot of practice from the sideline. Can he get this one right? Bang on the sideline. The favoured side for a right-footed kicker. This time he's on target, but it's hooking, and it hooks away horribly to the left. He's missed another one, Val. 24-12. It remains. 26 minutes to go. Plenty of time for 2 converted tries. Yes, BTC, Christian Tuipulotu scored the try in the corner. Dragons lead at 24-12. So it's just been made official. Guy Arrow will not be back, but I think we knew that already. He was off for his second HIA of the game. And you just can't send somebody back out there if that's the case. They've got a duty of care to the players. And you can't send somebody back out with 2 head knocks in the same game. Here's Fatala Mariner. Gets the offload. Oh, and it's called a forward pass from dummy half. Well, we've seen that a lot today. That's the 3rd one. 2 from the Rabbitohs. First one here for the Dragons. And, oh, yeah, fair enough, too. That was a mile forward. And here come the Bunnies. 2 converted tries, what they need. And they'll have the scrum down 20 metres out in front of the posts. Gray feeds the scrum. They break right. Campbell Graham used as a decoy. Gray got it out the back. And he's brought to ground by Val Holmes and Kyle Flanagan. Tackle 1, 15 metres out. Spinning away from one tackle there. Lockie Hubner takes it inside the 10 for tackle 2. This right edge. Humphreys out to Cody Walker. Walker dummies and goes straight through. Cody Walker scores. Time to celebrate in the TikTok chat because somebody just won big. Cody Walker takes the line on for the first time today, and he fends his way through. 24-16, kick to come. Bending off Jaden Sewer. Cody Walker, for the first time tonight, he's taken the line on. He's been very quiet. That's his first run. Maybe he should run it more often. Oh, this is game on now. 24-16. A relatively simple conversion. There'll only be 6 points in it going into the final quarter. "24 minutes to go. Humphreys with the conversion. Brings it around nicely. It's through the middle, and it's 24 points to 18. Game on. Richard Trainer, nice one, mate. Caulfield, race 8, number 5. McGaw. Mark McGaw. Six points the difference. Game well and truly back on here. We are in for a great finish. It looked like the Dragons might run away with it at the back end. But then that mistake, the forward pass. Back underway. Walker gives it to Kalamatangi. Or Mawali, sorry. Shouldn't be getting those two confused. Kepi takes tackle 2. On their own 20-metre line here, the Bunnies. Spinning away from a couple of tackles there, Hubner. 25 out. Humphreys takes the line on, steps back in field, almost goes through. Up to halfway, Gray. Tackle 5. Where's Humphreys for the kick? There he is, short side, puts the ball up. And Sloan will comfortably take the high ball. There's a spring in the step here for the Rabbitohs. They lure in midfield. Give me a Sharks and Cowboys prediction. Try scorer. Samuel Stone Street. And I want to say Kogarah. Kogarah scores. Down the short side. Ilias gets the kick away. Gray takes it 20 out. Now he comes back to the 30. Not afraid to take the line on. Little Jai Gray. Rabbitohs slow to get back in position here. Some of the forwards. Cheese says the Bunnies win 32-30. Somebody else predicted 32-30 as well. But for the Dragons. Quick play the ball and front foot ball here for the Bunnies. Graham pops the pass out for Myers and it's called forward. Oh, Fletcher Myers was in open space, but it's a forward pass. Richard Trainer says Holmes next try. They had him well covered there anyway. Fletcher Myers, Gutherson was there. Scrum down in midfield here for the Dragons. They bring it left. Leilua crunches it up. Now DeBellin straight up the guts. Driven back in a 3-man tackle. Big defense from the Rabbitohs. The Dragons on their own 40. And more big defense in midfield, but they get the offload away. Ilias sends it wide to the right. And now straight up the middle goes Jaden Sewer. Bobbles the ball. And that's play 3. Just inside the Rabbitohs territory. Sewer appealing for high contact. 4 tackles down in this set. 40 metres out. Gutherson into dummy half. DeBellin out the back. It goes to Ilias. A bounce pass to Sully. And Sloan takes the 5th and last. 25 out from the line. Gutherson again into dummy half. Ilias with the crossfield kick. It's a good one. Lewis flying through on this. But Jai Gray takes it. And Jai Gray is caught high. Penalty to Souths right in front of their own posts. Oh, Leilua. He was rampaging through there on that ball. And yes, just caught high there. I mean, Jai Gray. It's hard to not tackle that bloke high, isn't it? Oh, not much of a touch finder here from Humphreys, but it gets them a few meters. Rabbitohs on their own 20. They tap and go. Campbell Graham held up in the tackle and driven to ground. Play 1. 19 and a half minutes remaining. 6 points the difference. This one's going to go down to the wire. Slow play of the ball. Walker with the inside ball. A good one. But it's well read by the Dragons' defense. Up to halfway. Walker involved again. Out the back it goes for Sullivan. Sullivan on a good charge. 40 meters out now from the Dragons' line. A couple of tackles left. Kepi. Happy to just set up play number 5. 30 metres out from the try line. Humphreys down the short side. They're going to run here. Walker out the back to Gray. Gray takes the line on. Feeds it on to Tass. Tass throws it over the sideline. But showing some ambition here, the Rabbitohs running on play 5. Throwing something a little different there at the Dragons' defence. Cody Walker is just starting to come into this game now. Better late than never. They needed an improved second half performance from Cody Walker, and they've got it. 18 minutes to go. Dragons ball. Inside their own half and looking a little flat here as Val Holmes heads across field. Straightens, almost goes through. Tackle 2 on the 30-metre line. Sloan goes from dummy half, fends off 1. Takes it up to halfway. Somebody's lost some gear on the ground there. Over halfway, Jaden Sewer is dumped in the tackle. Was he lifted beyond vertical? No. Play on. 2 tackles left. Here's DeBellin. Running a nice angle. 5th and last. 35 metres out. Down the short side for Ilias. Just dinks it up into the corner. Contestable kick, and it's well taken at the back there by the Rabbitohs. Bentley-Hape again. They're peppering him with those high balls, and he just keeps responding. On debut, completely unnerved. "20 metres out from their own line now, the Rabbitohs. 17 minutes to go, trailing by 6. Mamazilis. Cut out pass now for Gray, who gets on the outside, throws a forward pass into touch. Just not executing. These little moments for the Rabbitohs, just not getting the execution right. And the Dragons, a full set of 6 now, 30 metres out from the Rabbitohs line. A great opportunity to sort of head towards icing this contest. Big set of 6, this one. Big set of 6 in the game. Gula will play it on tackle 1. 30 metres out. DeBellin to Flanagan. Leilua with the short ball. And almost puts Holmes through a gap. The Valster, he was nearly through. Flanagan onto Couchman in midfield. Couchman has had a strong game. 20 metres out from the line now on play 3. They go right. Back inside to DeBellin in front of the post. That's the 4th. 20 metres out still. Flanagan to Gutherson. Holmes now to the line. And Tui Pelotu is shown the sideline by Campbell Graham. And Graham takes him over. Well defended. Rabbitohs get the ball back. Campbell Graham happy to show him the sideline and send him over it. 15 minutes to go. 24 points to 18. Rabbitohs from inside their own 10. They're going to have to go the length of the field this set if they want to level the scores up potentially. Big defense from the Dragons, keeping them pinned down here though. Play 2, still inside their own 20. Oale. Golden point, potentially. Rabbitohs fan. Potentially. Gray up to the 40 metres line. That's the 5th and last. Big kick needed. Moses Sewell's leaving the field. Clutching at his ribs. Gutherson takes the kick on the full. 10 out. Brings it back to the 20. Inside ball for Tui Pelotu. Tui Pelotu bumps off 1, but he's held in the tackle. And the Dragons start this set just outside their own 30. Here's home. Gets some support from Flanagan there up to the halfway line. On play 2. Luciano Leilua. Where's he? Over halfway is where he is. DeBellin in midfield to Ilias. Dummies inside. Goes out to Gutherson. Gutherson's got Cook out in the centres. Damien Cook playing out in the centres. Interesting. Gutherson in a dummy half. As Sewer takes the fifth and last. They're 30 metres out. Ilias steps. They're going to take the line on here, and it's well wrapped up and dumped in. The tackle is Sloan, and that'll be a handover. A poor fifth tackle option there for the Dragons. They were up quickly on Ilias. They still needed to get something away there, the Dragons. 13 minutes remaining. 6 points the difference. Rabbitohs ball. 25 out from their own try line. A lot of tired-looking players out there. This is going to be a very interesting last 10 minutes. There's lots of hands on hips. Just completely spent players in this hot afternoon game. Humphreys on halfway to Walker. The double pump to Jai Gray, and it's read well. Ilias dumps him. That's tackle 4, but they're inside the Dragons' half. Humphreys to the line, out the back now for Walker. Holds the pass up. Cut out ball to Fletcher Myers, who ducks under the tackle of Tui Pelotu. Fifth and last. 40 out from the line. Humphreys in midfield. Puts it high. Taken at the back by Gutherson. And Gutherson goes to ground inside his own 10. A good kick chase. And the Rabbitohs have winning the territorial battle here at the back end of the contest. Tui Pelotu. Slow to get up and play it. Oh, very slow to get up and play it. Tui Pelotu wobbling. Both teams now exerted a lot of energy. Offloaded now for Stewart. Some valuable meters in a tight defensive set. And Tui Pelotu could be done here. He is hobbling in back play. They lure, offloads. DeBellin. Out the back to Cook. Cook gets the fend on. Cook doesn't have the pace to go on the outside, but he puts the kick through, and it dribbles into touch about 30 metres out from the Rabbitohs line. Damien Cook playing out wide. I don't like it. We saw that for New South Wales, didn't we? Wasn't that bad enough? Now they're asking him to do it at Clubland. 11 minutes to go. Rabbitohs back in possession. Lots of tired players. Moses Sully's been ruled out for the rest of the game. There he is. Yeah, clutching that rib. Walker down the short side. To Sullivan. Sullivan almost going through. Those fresh legs. Those fresh legs of Jaden Sullivan. Really damaging the Dragons' defensive line. Edge-to-edge stuff now for the Bunnies. And Tass offloads back for Gray. Gray beats Gutherson. Beats Sloan. They come back at him. Jai Gray's half a metre out. He's almost there. Tackle 4. The Rabbitohs looking to level the scores. Walker in midfield. Just sends it on. And cutting back infield there. Lachlan Hubner. They get 6 again. 6 more tackles. And the ball's been knocked free from Mamazoulis illegally. That'll be a penalty to the Rabbitohs. Right in front. Inside the last 10 minutes. Marker not square. No thought of the 2 points here. They tap and go. Here's Kepi. Just to the right of the post. A couple of metres out. 9.5 minutes remain. Here come the Rabbitohs. Havili stands in the tackle. That's play 2. Mamazoulis to Kepi. And Kepi scores on the crash ball beside the post. They're back and the scores are about to be level. 24-22, the kick to come. Oh, golden point, a real possibility here. There are some tired bodies. Jaden Sullivan has just injected some much-needed go forward for the Rabbitohs out wide. And that goal line defense of the Dragons, again, just not up to it. Kepi on the crash ball, right beside the posts. 8.5 minutes to go, and we are about to be all square. Wayne Bennett. Wayne Bennett has done it again. $24 points to 12. The Dragons were up. They've really let this one slip. D. Elsie says, do you know Falling in Reverse? Love Falling in Reverse. One of my favorite bands. Over it goes. Conversion successful. We're all locked up. 24 points all. Eight minutes remaining. What a finish we've got here. Back underway. 24 all. 8 minutes left. Rabbitohs take the kickoff. Here's the try scorer, Kepi. Finds his target, and his target was Damien Cook. Not a bad target to pick out. 10 out from their own line. Big defensive set needed here for the Dragons. They've really let this one slip. Tackle 3, slow, play the ball here. Oh, he's hurt. Has he been caught high? They're appealing for a penalty here. Very, very slow to get up. Oh, shoulder to the face. Oh, this is going to be a penalty. This could be a penalty to the Rabbitohs. From the front on angle, it looked like shoulder to the head. Ah, no. The rear angle shows completely legitimate tackle. Play 3. And Hubner stands in the 3-man tackle, looking for the quick play the ball. That's the 4th. And Mamazoulis catches them napping at marker. 5th and last. 40 meters out from their own line here. There's the kick downfield. Sloan takes it on the full, and he'll bring it back to the 30. Good field position here for the Dragons. Little shove backwards from Cody Walker. Gutherson now on play 2. 6 minutes 40 remaining. Here's Damien Cook, crunched in the tackle by Sean Kepi. We don't want to see Damien Cook taking hit-ups. This is what we want to see. Jack DeBellin straight up the middle, bends the line. Quick play the ball. Flanagan inside for Holmes. Holmes cuts back into midfield. Links up with Gutherson. Gutherson goes through half a gap. Heads out to the right. And back in field goes Sewer. In and away. Offloads to Cook. Keeping the ball alive here. Touch footy stuff. The Dragons. 5th and last. And we've got time off. Somebody's down in back play. Kalaumatangi down and out. Clutching at his shoulder. He's up. He's all good. He's tough. Kalaumatangi. He'll be fine. 5th and last. Ilias with the crossfield kick. Contestable ball. Lost forward by Campbell Graham. It's still 5th and last. Back to Flanagan. They need to get the kick away. And Flanagan is dragged down by the collar. 20 meters out. Rabbitohs ball. 5 minutes 40 to go. Well, the Dragons have butchered an opportunity there. 5.5. We are definitely in field goal territory now. 5.5. Arvili brings it out to the 40. That's play 3. They're going to be in position here, the Rabbitohs. Marching upfield. Walker with the inside ball to Sullivan. Sullivan makes half a break. Tackle 4. Yes, field goal incoming. They're 30 metres out on play 4. Arvili onto Walker. They're running away from midfield. Jai Gray is sacked. 35 out on the 5th and last. Walker spills it behind him. That's not what they needed. Humphreys will have the snapper drop goal from 30 out. And he slots it. Jamie Humphreys puts the field goal over. Well, where was the defense? 25-24, the Rabbitohs lead. 4.5 minutes to go. Well, it was the 5th and last. The Rabbitohs play the ball over on the far sideline. Cody Walker loses the ball behind him. The Dragons' defense does not race up and put pressure on Humphreys. Humphreys had an eternity. It was a training drill for Jamie Humphreys. His first career field goal. 25-24. I understand completely. There are some very, very tired players out there, but you can't give a halfback that much time and space to just nail a match-winning drop goal. Dragons have got to go short here with the restart now. From 24 points to 12, they find themselves under the pump here. They go short, not short enough. Campbell Graham takes it. 4.5 minutes to go. 25-24. Rabbitohs ball. 30 out from their own line. There was still so much time. They needed to still send that kickoff deep. Backed themselves to get the ball back in the air, I suppose. Arvili. Straight up the middle. 4 minutes to go. The Rabbitohs go quickly. Mamazoulis from dummy half. 40 meters out. Tackle 4. They could have another crack here, the Rabbitohs, if they really wanted to. Cody Walker back inside for Kepi. 5th and last. They'll just kick the ball down this end of the field now, the Rabbitohs, and back their defense. 5th and last. Humphreys down the short side. Just a little chip in over the top. Gutherson will take it. 5 out. Beats the first kick chase. And the Dragons 10 meters out from their own line. They've got to go the length of the field here in 3.5 minutes. Or at the very least, get themselves into drop goal territory. Through the hands they go, out wide to Holmes. Holmes skips on the outside of Fletcher Myers, but comes back at him and brings him down. 30 meters out from their own line. Flanagan from dummy half. Down the short side, Tui Pelotu. Was he caught high? No. 40 meters out. That's the 4th. Gutherson in at first receiver. Brings it back down the short side. Surrenders in the tackle. 5th and last. Flanagan. They're going to run it here. They're going to take the line on. They've got a 3-on-2 here. The Dragons. Cook steps back in field and he's been wrapped up by Isaiah Tass. And that'll be a handover. Why, oh why is Damien Cook playing out in the centres? We've seen it. They tried it at State of Origin and it failed miserably. Why are they trying it at club level? No sense to me. 2.5 minutes to go. The Dragons will have just one more set. They will have just one set of 6 to try and snatch this game back that they had fully in their control. But this is just a Wayne Bennett coached team doing what Wayne Bennett coached teams do. Tackle 4 now. 2 minutes to go. And they're down in inside Dragons territory. And they'll keep it there too. 30 out from the try line. Gray almost goes through. They lure. Holds on for dear life. 5th and last. 20 meters out from the line. Humphreys The chip kick is lost forward by Isaiah Tass and into touch. So here we go. A minute and a half. And the Rabbitohs have got to go the length of the field. The Dragons, sorry. Dragons have got to go length of the field. That's play one. 20 metres out from their own line. They've got to throw caution to the wind here. To Bellin. Out the back it goes to Ilias. Onto Val Holmes, who steps back in field, and he's cut down on play two. They lure. Heads across field. And they've spilt the ball. It's been dropped cold, and the Rabbitohs have won. South Sydney have won the game. 1 minute to go. And a full set of 6, 30 metres out from the Dragons line. Short of a big mistake or a minor miracle from the Dragons, the Rabbitohs have surely won this game. 50 seconds to go. Never underestimate a Wayne Bennett coach team. What have I done? Why did I tip the Dragons? 40 seconds remain. This will be the slowest set of 6 you've ever seen in your life. Guaranteed. 30 seconds left. Play two. Gray surrenders 10 metres out from the try line. Totola. Tackle 4. 16 seconds left. They might get one tackle. Mamazelis goes from dummy half. That's the 5th and last. No, this is it. 6 seconds left. High fives all around here for the Rabbitohs. And Ashley Klein has just blown it up and said, that's it, 25-24. The Rabbitohs have pulled off the victory here, coming back from 24 points to 12. The Dragons had this game in control, and it was that big mistake down their own end that turned things around. And then the eternity that they left for Jamie Humphries to take that field goal, that was incredible. I can't understand that. They did not chase up on him at all. And yes, of course, the Dragons, obviously, they will be ruining those missed conversions. Val Holmes only slotted 2 goals. Boy, did they need those conversions today. Walnut Hills, ahoy, mate. You're 0-4 in the tips so far. Well, I've only got one right. I've only got the one right. Jim Condon says it's hard being a Dragon supporter. Yeah, 24 points to 12. They had the game in the bag. They just needed to see it out. And why, oh, why did they not chase up on Jamie Humphries and put pressure on him? It was a practice session for Humphries there, the drop goal. Unbelievable. Oh, boy. 25-24. What a comeback win for the Bunnies. Wayne Bennett does it again. Never underestimate a Wayne Bennett coached side. That's what we always say. That's what the Dolphins are missing this year. The Dolphins missing Wayne Bennett. All right, let's have a look at the Waste of Autosports tipping. I'm only 1 for 4 this week. That one's still locked in. Thomas Calvisi says, got a mate that goes for the Bunnies. He's in tears with how hard he's laughing at the Dragons. Oh, poor Dragons. Walnut Hill says, I don't understand why the Dragons didn't go for a field goal with 6 minutes left when they were about 15 meters out. They just play a normal play. There'll be a lot of rude decisions. But most importantly, the Dragons goal kicking. Val Holmes needs to practice goal kicks. And on defense, just not racing up on Humphreys. Unforgivable. All right, so I've got about 9 minutes to get ready for the next game. Wasted World of Sports, live on YouTube, live on TikTok, live on Twitch, and live on Facebook. Super Rugby coming up next. Chiefs versus the Blues, the grand final rematch. A must-win game for the Blues, and then we will be back for the Raiders versus Broncos later tonight. The NRL coming back. So, Super Rugby next, NRL later on tonight. A couple of games still to go this afternoon. Thanks so much for being with me here for this one. Very much appreciate it. And yes, we'll catch you, Rugby League supporters. We will catch you in about, what is it? It'll be a couple of hours away. 6:30, I'm gathering, my time. The Broncos Raiders games. Yes, 6:35. Okay, so 2.5 hours. Rugby League fans, Rugby Union fans, I'll see you in about 10 minutes. Cheers.